Okay, Wildcats, stay with that. 2.4, synthetic division. Although dividing polynomials through long division is analogous to integer long division, it can still be ineffective and time-consuming. Synthetic division is a more efficient method for dividing a polynomial by a linear expression of the form x minus r. This method requires fewer calculations and less writing by representing the polynomial, the linear factor, as a set of numeric values. After the values are processed, you can then use the numeric outputs to construct the quotient and the remainder. To use synthetic division to divide a polynomial ax squared plus bx plus c by a linear factor x minus r, follow this pattern. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the worked example. You can use synthetic division in place of the standard long division algorithm to determine the quotient for x cubed plus 12x squared plus 41x plus 72 divided by x plus 8. Now let's go ahead and review long division. So to do that, we ask ourselves, what do we multiply x by to give you x cubed? The answer to that is 1x squared. And then we multiply 1x squared times x is 1x cubed. 1x squared times 8 is 8x squared. And then we subtract. This cancels. 12x squared minus 8x squared is 4x squared. Go ahead and bring down the plus 41x. And then we ask ourselves, what do we multiply x by to give you 4x squared? The answer to that is plus 4x. And then we multiply 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times 8 is 32x. Subtract, subtract. Cancels. 41x minus 32x is 9x plus 72. Now you ask yourself, what do you multiply x by to give you 9x? The answer to that is plus 9. And we multiply 9 times x plus 8 is 9x plus 72. Subtract, subtract, cancel, cancel, remainder of 0. Alright, now let's look at the same problem but using synthetic division. First thing to do is we set x plus 8 equal to 0 and solve. So to do that, we subtract 8 from both sides. You get x equals negative 8. So the negative 8 goes here, and then we take the coefficients of each term and put them here. So 1, 12, 41, and 72. And then we start by bringing down the first number. Now we multiply. Negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. And now we combine. 12 minus 8 is 4. And then we repeat the process. Negative 8 times 4 is minus 32. 41 minus 32 is 9. Negative 8 times 9 is minus 72. 72 minus 72 is 0, which is the remainder. Now this was 1x cubed plus 12x squared plus 41x plus 72. Now when you divide, the exponents decrease by 1. So this was x cubed, now it's 1x squared, and then plus 4x plus 9. Alright, go ahead and finish up the worked example. Let's take a look at the next page. The teacher works 1A, 2A, 2B, 2C, and 2D, and the student works 3. Okay, analyze the worked example. 1A, write the dividend as a product of its factors. X cubed plus 12x squared plus 41x plus 72 equals x plus 8 times x squared plus 4x plus 9. And this is coming from the previous problem on the previous page. Go ahead and mark out B, and let's take a look at 2. An example of synthetic division is provided. Perform the steps outlined for the problem. 1x to the fourth plus 0x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 6 divided by x minus 2. First thing we do is we set x minus 2 equal to 0 and solve. So we add 2 to both sides, and you get x equals 2. That number goes here, and then we take the coefficients of each term and put them here. And then we bring down the first number, and then we multiply. 2 times 1 is 2, and we combine. 0 combined with 2 is 2, and then we repeat. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 4 and 4 combine to be 0. 2 times 0 is 0. Negative 3 and 0 combined to be negative 3. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. 6 minus 6 is 0, which is the remainder. Now the dividend, which is this term right here, which is 1x to the fourth plus 0x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 6. Now the divisor is this, the x minus 2. And then the quotient is this right here. Now it was x to the fourth, so we reduce by 1, it becomes 1x cubed plus 2x squared plus 0x minus 3. Okay, write the dividend as a product of the divisor and the quotient plus the remainder. So x to the fourth plus 0x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 6 equals x minus 2 times x cubed plus 2x squared plus 0x minus 3 plus the remainder, which is 0. Right. Go ahead and finish up A, B, and C, and D. And then go ahead and complete 3 on your own. Alright, let's take a look at the next page. Go ahead and mark out this page. Alright, the teacher works 5A and the student works 5B. 5. Determine the zeros of each function. So we have f of x equals x cubed plus 11x squared plus 37x plus 42. Now, what we're going to do is use synthetic division. Now, we already have a 0, and we can use that as a number here for synthetic division, which will reduce the function so then we can find the remaining 0. So then we take this, so that's 1. We have x cubed squared x, so we're good, so that's 1, 11, 37, 42. Okay, so we bring down to 1. Negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. 11 minus 6 is 5. Negative 6 times 5 is negative 30. 37 minus 30 is 7. Negative 6 times 7 is negative 42, which is a remainder of 0. Now, this was x cubed, but when we divide, the exponents decrease by 1. So this becomes 1x squared plus 5x plus 7. So we're going to set that equal to 0. So we have 1x squared plus 5x plus 7 equals to 0. Well, this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so we plug these numbers in. But before we do that, we can start by saying the zeros of the function are, we can start with x equals negative 6, because we already have that one. And then let's find the other two using the quadratic formula. Okay, so we plug these numbers in, so then that's x equals negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 7 divided by 2 times 1. So x equals negative 5 plus or minus, let's go ahead and find out what's underneath the square root using Desmos. So then that's 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 7, which is negative 3. Divided by 2. Now, the square root of a negative number is imaginary, so then that's x equals negative 5 plus or minus I square roots of 3 divided by 2. So the other two zeros are x equals negative 5 plus I square root of 3 divided by 2. And x equals negative 5. Let me write it down here. Negative 5 minus I square roots of 3 divided by 2. All right. Go ahead and complete 5B on your own. And let's take a look at the next page. Go ahead and mark out this page. Go ahead and mark out this page. Go ahead and mark out this page. And go ahead and mark out this page. Go ahead and finish up your notes, start working on the assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.